If somehow you're associating the joy of this room with the joy of playing the Stanley Parable, then by all means, continue. The full version of the Stanley Parable contains all the ecstasy you are now experiencing and so much more. And we can move on now. The demo. Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable demo, take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes. Oh, wait, what's this?
8.
Wait. This is all
8.
wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable. This is a game where you
8.
press a button and it says 8. Not only is the
8.
Stanley Parable not a game about continuously pressing
8.
the number 8, I can guarantee that this button does not appear
8.
anywhere in the main game. Why is it here instead of the
8.
demo for the Stanley Parable?
8.
Where did the demo go? There was an actual
8.
demo here before. Something has gone wrong.
8.
It's all gone horribly wrong.
8.
We need to get you out of here before you start forming impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. We need to get
8.
up. We need to start over. You mustn't stay here another minute.
8.
Out. Go.
8. 8. 8.
Now, I think perhaps you've misunderstood me, so let me reiterate as clearly as I can. This is not the
8.
Stanley Parable. What you are doing
8.
is pushing a button over and over that does
8.
nothing but speak the word 8. Has that gotten
8.
through? You may be continuing to press this button under the impression
8.
you're playing the Stanley Parable
8.
right now. An assumption that is, I should remind
8.
you again, entirely erroneous.
8. 8.
Doesn't even make sense.
8.
Why would I have gone to all of this
8.
elaborate setup
8.
just to demonstrate a game that doesn't
8.
do a single thing
8.
except repeat the word 8?
8.
The waiting room, the green room,
8.
the tour of the facility, all of that for no reason other than to contextualize and build up this particular game. Why? What about this game deserves any of that
8.
time and attention? Are you seeing something in it that I'm not?
8. 8. 8. 8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal.
8.
It isn't possible that you
8.
still think this is the Stanley
8.
Parable. I've restated the
8.
fact too many times.
8.
Which means
8.
that you are now consciously
8.
choosing to delay the
8.
actual demo as long
8.
as possible. Is that it?
8.
Are you afraid of the
8.
Stanley Parable?
8.
I suppose another possibility
8.
is that you can't hear me because you're playing with the sound off.
8.
In which case, what are you
8.
even getting out of this 8 game in the
8.
first place? This
8.
scenario is perhaps even more
8.
concerning.
8. 8. 8. 8.
You really are finding this
8.
amusing, aren't you? The
8.
experience of pushing a button and it
8.
says 8. Is this intrinsically captivating to you on its own as a legitimate experience?
8.
I mean, I'm starting to wrap my
8.
head around the idea, but it's not all the
8.
way there.
8.
I guess I shouldn't be
8.
surprised. This is
8.
coming from the person who sat in
8.
the waiting room when the door was open right there.
8.
If you're the kind of person
8.
this demo is targeting, I guess I
8.
should be a little concerned for
8.
our sales numbers.
8. 8. 8. 8.
The funny thing is,
8.
you haven't even played the Stanley
8.
Parable yet. How can
8.
you be sure that
8.
this is a better game?
8.
Is this simply more compelling than you imagine the
8.
Stanley Parable to be?
8.
Have you formed
8.
such a rich vision of the game already?
8.
What exactly did I
8.
do that gave you such a miserable,
8.
awful impression of what it's
8.
like to play the Stanley Parable? Was it the dance?
8.
Yes, it was
8.
almost certainly the dance.
8.
I regret that now.
8, 8, 8, 8.
Well, the good part is that if this is
8,
your metric for quality in a
8,
game, when we do get to the
8,
Stanley Parable, you'll be
8,
thrilled, shocked,
8,
blown away.
8,
Every one of your faculties will be enraptured
8,
by the experience of a game
8,
that does anything more than say 8 over
8,
and over. Yes, I can't
8,
wait for your entire world
8,
to be shattered and
8,
rebuilt. A magical
8,
moment we'll
8,
all share together.
8, 8, 8.
Oh, I'm not going to pretend I don't
8,
know what's going on here.
8,
You're so utterly
8,
compelled by this game that you
8,
don't intend to stop playing it
8,
until you pass out from
8,
physical exhaustion. Well, tell you what,
8,
I'll just be
8,
right here and wait
8,
for you to finish.
8,
I'm sure the Stanley Parable demo
8,
will still be out
8,
there somewhere when you're
8,
all done. In the meantime,
8,
I'm going to stop acknowledging you
8,
and just let you
8,
get it out of your system.
8,
Please,
8,
enjoy the 8 game.
8,
Take as much time as you need.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Oh, you're done. Well, in that case, what do you say we get back to business and start this demo over from the top?
Welcome to the
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
Parable
yes, we heard it all the first
demonstration.
time.
Your number is 30. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration.
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general. Wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my end. Now that we're all on the same page again, I feel ready to attempt the demonstration once more. In this third attempt, we shall truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin. It can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no. We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way. Okay, yes, this is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup. All right, now put it, in the bin. You did it! You won! You know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow, the Stanley Parable just keeps getting better and better. In fact, let me take a little survey of your experience. Based on what you've played so far, would you purchase the Stanley Parable? You responded,
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality of the full game.
incredible. You really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable, what I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along, let's get to the end and the final choice. Ending, where are you? Where are you? Is this it? Yes, the end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very carefully before answering. Much is at stake. Is it working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go back. We need to get out of here. Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way. Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game? Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more endings. That's the other problem with this game. There's too many bloody endings. I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense. Oh, but back at the beginning of the demonstration, now, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember? Just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time, and I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then, how little we knew of the world. And then, when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh! And then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end. And then we were on some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea what was down there. Did you? And we just kept going and we found that elevator and it said escape on it. And we talked about it for a while. About how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try, and at the very least it would be an adventure. So we got inside and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long, it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising on a new and glorious path. Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful? Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful? We were free.
Because I wanted to put him down.